Welcome to Absurditee. This is the podcast where we talk about current events and just random bullshit. You never know what's going to come out of our mouths. I hope you enjoy. Let's have fun, boys. Absurditee.
Oh, I have such good.
It's going great.
Boiling water, don't spill. Ow, my knees!
Is it still morning? It is for 6 minutes. Well, good morning. While it's still morning.
Good morning, America, and some others.
Yeah, and apparently, as you can see, there's only two of us again. It's a little confusing. I don't know what's happening either. So you're along with the same ride that we are. But I do want to go back to last week for a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, apologize for that episode. That was atrocious. I mean, the atrocity that came out of that. There was technical issues. There was laziness issues in editing because of frustration. There was newbie mistakes of let me lean back super far from the mic so you can't really hear me. And it was just bad all around.
All around. It was just
all around. It was horrible.
From start to finish. I mean, recording it in real time was fine, but the setup and then realizing the difficulties afterwards is what made that a lot more difficult.
Yeah, we were too close to each other, picking up each other on every single mic, which I think I fixed the echo part of it, where you could hear us on other people's mics. I fixed that, but...
At what cost?
At what cost? And speaking of being only two of us, let's find out what's going on with that real quick. We're going to call him. We're going to call him real quick. And if he doesn't answer, we'll leave a voicemail. Here goes nothing.
Leave a voicemail of the Absurditee podcast opening.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
We'll leave it a voice. Oh, we'll cut that part
out. Yeah, put a bleep over that.
We'll cut that out.
Message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, bro. You're missing the episode, dude. Well, yeah, it's literally almost noon, and we haven't heard from you. So, maybe next week. Maybe next week. We'll see. Later. Yeah, I'll edit out the actual phone number. So yeah, that's where we're at with all that, and I'm calling him out. I don't even care. I'm doing it right now. So.
Oh yeah, so I got some tea. You drink coffee over there?
No.
What you got?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about it. It's just not coffee.
It's just not coffee.
It's.
I mean, in fairness, I said I was going to go brew.
And it's not tea either.
I was saying, in fairness, I said I was going to go grab some tea. And I mean, I did grab some tea, but then I also just grabbed a 6-pack of Budweiser.
What do you think is in here?
I mean, I hope not Budweiser.
Not Budweiser, but...
If you drink beer out of a mug, I feel like that's some kind of crime.
I'm woke, bro.
If you, there's something about beer that, it needs to know its place where, you can go in a solo cup, but you can also go in a nice glass. You do not go in a coffee mug.
No, it's coffee. I was kidding.
Fair enough. I mean,
just kidding.
I'm too lazy to grab my Jack or.
I've literally had 2 cups of coffee and a can of Monster. I'm trying.
Because I just got back from work. Really, I hate one of those days where it's slow.
Right.
It's just fast enough to where you can't leave, but it's just slow enough to where like you're just looking for something to do. You're just like, wonder what I'm doing. I was moving boxes today because I was bored. Big boss came by. I was like, I'm just gonna move these boxes around, like try to organize things. And I'm sitting there, and as I try to pick something up, I'm like, oh god, my back. And this man, my boss, gets behind me, and this man has more white on his head than seats in Congress, and he had the audacity to call me an old man. I'm like, all right, listen.
That's funny.
I can physically count the hairs that you have left. All right.
So yesterday, right before I was leaving for my kids' basketball practice, I see a white SUV driving by my house. And they all have their windows rolled down, and they're all like looking towards my house, like, and driving very slowly. So I'm like, what is going on? Well, right as they drive by, I see this little dog come around the corner, and I was like, oh, they're probably looking for this dog. But I mean, I literally have to leave, and they've already passed. I ain't chasing them down. So when I come home, the dog's still at my house, and to this day, the very next day, as of 5 minutes ago when I ran outside, it is still at my house. So I actually texted my wife, and I was like, can we just keep this dog here until someone claims this dog? Because, I mean, he's super nice. And when I went outside,
it's the best dog you got right now.
Seriously, like, he's the calmest. He's the calmest of the ones we have. And he's not even my dog. But he, like, came up to me. I pet him, and then he just, like, sat at my feet. Like, the whole time I was out there.
So he has like no collar, no anything?
No, nothing. But he looks well fed. So I know he's got an owner. I just don't know who it is. My wife posted on Facebook in the the area that we're the Inola page or whatever we're in, and like no one's claimed him yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's like someone come claim this dog before he gets donated to the closest Panda Express. Hurry up!
Are you kidding me? I will keep this dog and get rid of one of mine.
Honestly, yeah.
This dog is like way calmer than my dogs.
Yeah,
he's probably older though. He's probably older than my dogs. My dogs are still pretty young.
Yeah, that reminded me. So normally when I leave my house, it's not odd to see a car parked at like the top of the hill.
Yeah.
I'm pretty used to it because people have to get their meth somewhere. So why not park like right at the intersection?
I mean, no one's gonna drive by there and suspect anything. So
exactly. I mean, I do every single time I see them. I'm like, you damn meth heads. But but I think it was yesterday morning I left, and I looked to my right just to make sure there's no traffic coming in when I'm leaving for work. Yeah. And I looked to my right, and there's a semi parked right there.
He just needed to sleep, dude.
Yeah, but I came back, and then there was a semi and 2 trucks. Luckily today everything's gone, but I'm just like, wait, if you guys keep multiplying, I'm going to charge you guys for rent. What are you guys doing by my house? And also, speaking on like cars just being places, so of course common courtesy of driving, when you see a cop sitting at a speed stop, and you see oncoming, it's a speed stop.
What's a speed stop?
It's where a cop sits on the side of the road and waits for people to come by, checks your speed, and then stops you if you're going too fast. It's a speed stop.
That's called a speed trap.
I call them speed stops. Well,
okay.
I've heard speed stops from like different places.
My guilty pleasure is when I'm on Google Maps, it says, "Is there still a speed trap?" and I always hit no.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. It's okay. I don't check that shit for speed stops anyway.
I always hit no. I'm like, you know what? Screw all these guys that are flying by me. They're gonna get caught. I don't even care.
But of the unspoken rule of like if you see one sitting there and you see oncoming traffic, flash your brights twice.
I don't do that.
So I do that pretty frequently. Someone did that to me. So I was looking around, I'm like, okay, thanks, man, thanks. I'm started looking around, I'm like, I wonder where he is. I bet he's being sneaky. I look to my right, there is a white pickup truck covered in fresh mud, hiding behind some bushes next to the train tracks.
Oh,
and
wow,
you can very faintly see police because it's covered in mud.
He went full camouflage.
Yeah, he just went this man went mudding, so people would be like, "Oh, it's just Joe Schmo going down the street." No, this is a police officer. I saw another one. I saw a sheriff that was towing behind like refrigerators on a trailer in an SUV, but it said sheriff on the side. I'm like, you're gonna be driving like next to me. I'm gonna be real confused when I see the trailer and be like, "Oh, it's just some random dude." And it says sheriff. I'm like, "Oh." I feel bad flipping you off when I passed you now. Slow asshole. No, I was saying, I was like, I was like, good job on that camouflage though. Like he was, if I didn't know any better, if that guy wouldn't have flashed me, well, I don't speed anyways, but if that guy wouldn't have flashed me, that would have been fun.
So we didn't really, okay. I don't know how to mold into this one. We played a game last week.
Talk about the card game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But can we do that again?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you want to do it fine if we can do something that we don't know about each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, I won't mess anything up with it. Will it with your? I mean, we don't have to. We can.
Well, I mean, we're also doing it. I mean, we're recording our own sides, so
yeah.
There won't be an interruption.
Well,
video-wise, it will be.
Yeah, I just mean like, will I be? Because last time you did that, it sounded like a robot. So.
Well, I also had to plug. If I plug it in, it also does the same thing where it gets robotic. Let me put it like up here, and then tell me what it sounds like. Because I can leave my phone right here if it's not too bad.
We don't have to play it right now.
I want to test it out to see what it sounds like.
Okay. Well, it sounds fine for now.
Yeah, I have my phone's unlocked app open right now in front of me.
Okay. Well, it doesn't sound bad.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So I'll lock my phone right here and just leave it there.
So a story popped up on my Facebook. I was scrolling Facebook because I was bored, and
as you do,
as I do, and the story came up, and it was a video, but there was a story behind it as well. And okay, so I went to save the story, but I tried to save it before it loaded completely, so it won't come back up, and I can't find it again. But I remember it. So this poor woman. Poor woman. She, there's times when you want to, I guess, for a better term, self-satisfy yourself, correct?
Agreed. Okay. I have those urges at times, yes.
Okay. So I think everyone does. And so she's in her room, she's getting the mood set. She's probably lighting some candles, turning on some Enya or Africa by Toto or something. And
it's a weird choice for a song. Okay.
I mean, Africa from Toto. I mean, that's just, you can't go wrong with that song.
The rain comes down. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. And
that blessed rain.
If you're doing it right, the rain should come down. Correct. So there you go.
Touche.
It ties in rather well. So she's probably, I'm assuming, got her eyes closed because of what happens in the story. But she reaches over, grabs her vibrator.
Okay.
And she's about to go to.
I already have a thought in my head of what's about to happen.
She's about to go downtown.
Yeah. Okay.
Or what she thought was her vibrator.
That's exactly. Okay, I know where this is going. Okay, continue.
She accidentally grabbed a taser.
Oh, okay.
She grabbed a taser and decided to go DJ Diddles on herself.
I don't think that was an accident.
It might have been, but I mean, they feel different, correct?
No. So this is what I mean. I do not think it was an accident because how many split-second times do you have that thought where you be like, well, but what if I? And then it's just some you're pleasing yourself and you look at something, you're like, what would that feel like?
I don't know about you, but I've never wanted to take a taser to my nether regions.
Well, you also don't have a hole inside you that things are supposed to be inserted in. Well, I mean, you do, but I mean, that's a different. That's not your style. Wrong Nirvana.
Oh, you're correct. But You should know. I mean, okay, I've not been around a lot of vibrators in my life, but from what I've seen, they are phallic shaped. If I'm not mistaken, correct?
I mean,
That-
you're asking me questions I don't know about.
In other words, they're
You're like, yes,
usually-
as my professional opinion states, yes, they are. 97.5% of all vibrators are indeed penile shaped. Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what. And from what I understand, from what I've seen of tasers, I don't own a taser. I have only touched one taser in my life,
And I've never had a dick taser.
and yeah, they've never been shaped like a penis. And so, how do you not know? Even in the throes of self-passion, how do you not know that this what I'm grabbing is not shaped like a penis?
See, I can understand the thought process of being like, all right, maybe maybe like a little shock will feel good. Is probably what she was
It's
thinking.
a taser, bro.
Wait, okay, I'm assuming that she's probably not the brightest person. She. I can say that, right?
We can say anything, but I might bleep that out. Who knows?
Say it again. She.
Well, that's 2 bleeps. All right.
She tased her pistol.
But I mean, like, how do you mistake that? Like, she had to have done it on purpose.
Exactly.
Like, I wasn't with you with the on purpose part until now. Like, I think I might believe that now.
Because I can understand the thought process. I can understand the stupid thought process of wanting a little shock and then not realizing that people are immobilized and defecate themselves when they're tased.
Yeah, why would you want that mess while you're self-pleasuring?
Some people are into that. Don't
If
kink
you're-
shame.
You know what? I will kink shame that.
Yeah,
If
I think that's something that needs to be brought.
if
Like,
there's shit involved,
Yeah.
there's kink shame, and there has to be.
when you can't shame, it's when you raise bitches.
Like, there has to be kink shame in shit. Like, I don't know how else.
2021 is the year of kink shaming.
Can we cancel culture that?
Can we cancel culture?
Can we? Only that too. But can we cancel culture the shit kink? Like, I don't.
Well, no, I think golden showers
Yeah.
and anything
Cancel.
that involves fecal material.
Cancel.
Personal opinion. Let's get rid of feet. Not physically. Like don't.
Don't chop off everyone's foot.
But if you find a foot sexually attractive, you like actually any I wouldn't say non-sexual organ because thighs can be pretty sexy.
I mean, the sexual organs between the thighs.
Yeah, but I mean, well, just seeing like just a sexy thigh. I mean, it's just you're like,
Now, I don't. Okay, so I don't find feet.
it's like suffocate me.
Okay, I don't find feet sexy, but like, I'm not gonna lie. If I have a chance to rub the top of my wife's feet, I'll do it. She got some smooth ass feet.
Okay, like when I say people that have a thing for feet, I don't like the feet can be cute. Feet can look okay. Feet can look good.
They're not sexy though.
Yeah, I
don't
was say
get turned on my foot.
Yeah, exactly. Like I do not get hard when someone slides a sock off. All right.
Oh, a little further. Go a little further. Oh, it's almost to the toes. Keep on going. Oh, I'm almost there. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen to me.
Oh yeah, you telling me you walked in mud today? Take off.
I can't wait to clean those feet off for you. No, I agree. I'm not into that.
But people are into like
sex-
armpits. Like people like to lick armpits. Some people like to lick armpits. That's a thing apparently.
Nobody would want to lick my armpit. I can tell you that
No,
right now.
no, that's where you're wrong. Because those people out there that you don't know. Those people in your life that will scare you.
If I didn't weigh 275 pounds, I would literally lift up my shirt and show my armpit. But I ain't showing that.
Yeah, and you know what? Those people that might possibly DM you and be like, you know what? I will pay you if you will still do it. Because those people that have like so those people that have been watching porn for so long that they're so desensitized to everything. They're just like, this is my exact kink. I need a 200+ pound man to show me his titties on camera while I pay him, or else I cannot get off. Specifically on Fridays. I have something different scheduled for Sundays and Thursdays. On Thursdays, Oprah Winfrey has to call me a bitch, and then Morgan Freeman has to punch me in the nuts, and then on Mondays, like, a brony has to, like, diddle my ass cheeks or something. I don't know what people are into, but they're into some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kink for everything. I will agree to that. But
I mean, what is it? Let's like.
Can we all just agree that if it involves fecal matter or urine, to just like not do that anymore?
Please, oh please. I mean, it's not going to happen.
I wouldn't mind that getting like canceled forever because it's not cute.
It is definitely on the things that need to be canceled forever. Skinny.
Yeah,
have you noticed the new thing of skinny shaming? So it's
why is that a thing?
It's basically you know how like you had like radical feminism where like you had feminists which like have a good movement, have good facts, have support behind them, and you're sitting there, you're like, okay, these people, like, they know what they're talking about, they make good facts, these are normal people. And then you have the extreme feminists, and those are the ones that hate on men. Well, they have the same thing for the for weight, for the body movement, where people are like, okay, you shouldn't be bullied because you're fat. And it's like, all right, that's understandable. Like, no one should be, I mean, I think people should be bullied. I think bullying needs to be a thing. Because not bullying grows bitches.
I think to a certain degree.
But that was a tangent. So, but now there are morbidly obese people.
I'll let you have it.
Yeah, there are morbidly obese people who now will insult you for being skinny because they're like, oh, look at you working so hard to not look like me while I'm over here being beautiful. We're like, we can tell which body part is which. For the love of God, take a walk and then stop yelling at the people that are trying to be all there. And this is people that like look like whales. In like
I think as long as you're comfortable, then I mean, who really gives?
But do not like take.
But don't shame other people for their comfortability. Like you cannot shame someone for the way they're comfortable. If they're comfortable being big, who cares? If they love being skinny, who cares?
Exactly.
Don't
attack one person for doing something just because you're insecure about what you're doing.
Let's cancel shaming. Because as long as you're comfortable, who cares? I mean, if you miss a podcast, I guess so. Yeah.
I think revenge shaming should be a thing because if you can't take it, don't fucking dish it out.
No, I agree.
That's my motto for like any time I deal with people. I'm like, if you dish it, then I will give it.
Expect to get it back.
And if you can't take that, then you shouldn't be able to. Well, you have the legal constitutional right to say whatever you want to me, but I have the legal right to respond with anything I want to say that I can legally respond with. And if you get offended by that, that just means that you were raised a bitch, and that's not my problem. That's on your family. And you can talk to them about it. You can be like, Mom, Dad, why am I offended by everything? They'll be like, because we really didn't love you. And that's the end of the conversation.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the answer.
So I hope that every person that gets offended by every little thing goes to their family, ask their parents if they're still alive, ask them, like, hey, why am I always so upset? And they'll be like, well, you see, when we raised you, we thought that you were a princess or you were this amazing child, and we quickly found out that no, you're really not. You're pretty average. You were
average.
Yeah, we thought you were a smart kid, but in reality, you were just the only kid we knew. And then you grew up and realized we really just didn't like you that much. Absurdity.
There's a story out of McAllister. It's pretty local. I just saw this last night, and it just baffles me. So, out of a minimum security prison, an inmate has walked away from the prison.
Wait,
he is on the loose. He walked away.
Okay,
he didn't escape. He just walked away.
I've heard of this kind of stuff happening where there was one where one guy, I think he falsified his death sentence paperwork. Basically saying that he basically got away to falsify his document saying that he was already executed.
No. This wasn't like that. This was like he was out of the prison yard and just walked away.
Just like, bye.
He just left. Like he's on the loose. They're looking for him.
Is he on the loose or is he just taking a stroll and you guys
like
just watch?
I don't know. Like I mean, I know it's minimum security, but shouldn't you have your eyes on the prisoners at all time?
First off, I don't count on the loose. Like let him free. All right.
I mean, he was only in there for arson. So
yeah. So if you want to find him, just look at the sky and be like, "There's
follow the fires, man. Follow the fires."
Hey, something smells burning.
Yeah,
oh, hey, I think
it must be this fella. I can't remember his name. Hold on, let me look up his name real quick. Wow, my voice just like went out.
While you look up his name, have you heard of the?
By the way, his name's Kirby Yates.
Kirby.
He's 6 feet tall, approximately 235 pounds.
Absurdity. I like this though.
That looks good. That looks good.
This is called snow, and I'm dressed appropriately. And unironically, I look like a snowman. So fucking white. I don't tan for shit. Every time I go to the gym, I use the tanning bed for like 8 minutes.
You use the tanning bed?
Listen, man. I unironically drink tea, do yoga, and I use a tanning bed.
You're the quintessential
I am literally
like perfect definition of a bitch.
Yeah, when you think
a basic bitch, you are literally the quintessential definition of a basic bitch.
When you think,
do you like pumpkin spice lattes?
No, I hate pumpkin spice things. Actually,
okay, well, you redeemed yourself slightly.
No, really, because I'm still talking about being a hipster and like my personality and everything I do is basically hipster, and I just refuse to accept it. So I don't like pumpkin spice. Fair. Probably not because of the flavor, just because of how hated pumpkin spice is. I'm like, I'm not gonna like that. So even if I tasted it, I don't even know what it tastes like, but even if I tasted it, I'd be like, I refuse to like this. Can't do it.
I hate to say this.
I am a bitch.
Because I don't know. I feel bad for calling him out, but I miss having a third person. I'm not going to lie.
I do miss the little wheel.
It was nice having that little, circle of conversation. But,
that fluid conversation.
It felt so natural last week. If audio would have worked, it felt so natural. Like,
if audio would have come out, there was so many jokes I told that could have been saved.
Oh yeah, that could have been fantastic. But
I'm so sad.
Now we're missing our third, and it sounded like I was about to cry, but I'm not.
Wait. Can I change the lighting to something super sad? Give me a second.
I can't change my lighting, but good God, look at this. My teeth look so white.
They do. Wow.
I like it. My teeth are not that white. Oh my God. Okay.
Well, it has to adjust itself.
Now you're in some like dominatrix dungeon. Cool. How are you changing your lighting? I am so jelly right now.
Wait for it to adjust. Can you see it?
No.
Can you see it now?
Oh, okay. Well, you're like a small screen to me.
Oh yeah. So I have a Google HUD for Google Home.
Okay.
So my entire house can be controlled by this.
So you're real bougie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I was like, hey Google, set the lighting to candlelight color, change the brightness to 75.
Okay. Well, you know what? I have a light switch. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, she only did one of those two things. But, no.
Yeah, she also didn't tell you what your appointment was today either. Yeah. So.
Okay, so this is off camera for you guys, but a
little behind the scenes action.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes. I was trying to do a funny video of me being like, "Hey Google, what's on the schedule for today?" Well, now she's not even going to answer me.
Here's a result from search.
She still messed it up.
I had set a schedule for our recording today, just so I can make a video of it, so she can respond and I can post it. And you'd be like, oh, that guy's creative. Well, Google off of the Instagram camera, was just like, oh, you are scheduled to record a Absurditee podcast at 5 p.m. Not at 5 p.m. It was at noon.
Noon.
So I was like, all right. So she answers. So I'm going to record it. So I pulled out the camera, and the second I pulled out the camera, I was like, hey, Google, what's on the schedule for today? And she was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing scheduled for today. I was like, what do you mean? And yeah, she still refuses to do it. She doesn't want to be on camera. She's shy.
So yeah, just a little behind the scenes fun.
I'm so irritated. I paid so much money just to have nice things. I have the most expensive trailer in like the entire state of Oklahoma.
Just a little another little tidbit of behind the scenes action. We are literally together, whether it be via Zoom or via in person, for several hours longer than what our show is. Like we started we made the call at 10:45.
No. We made the call way before that because I got home at it was 10 or some shit like that.
And we didn't start recording until almost 11.
So we started the call, and then within an hour, I think it was at 45, 50 minutes of that call.
It was an hour and 4 minutes before I hit record.
So we were talking to each other from basically 10 to. It was no. I guess you're right because it'd be 10:40, and then from 10:40 to about 11:50 ish, because that's when we started the call, and I showed the 11:56 to the camera. I don't like that you're stroking. I can see you now, unlike the other ones.
It's not as fun as when we did our last two.
Yeah, it's not as. Yeah, because I had to go back and be like, what was this guy doing in his camera? I don't remember what I was doing. I think I flipped you off for a while. I was just.
I had a couple of clips that I didn't even add in the final video of me just because we were talking about doing the clap, and then right as we were talking about it, I couldn't hear you anymore, so I was just making weird faces, and yeah, but I didn't put that in the final. I just don't have anything to do with my hands right now, so I need something to do with them.
I just have my hands underneath the table just doing this the entire time, just to keep my hands active, because I have to keep my hands moving or else I start fidgeting.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and I have nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you have any stories? You have a story, right? Yeah, you have a headline.
I have a headline I want to read, and I mean it's really self-explanatory. But when you read it, you're just like, I really wish I knew more. And it's like, you don't need to know more. The headline explains everything. Tiki Hut pirate busted in stolen boat bar off Florida Keys, according to the Coast Guard. It reads, it remains unclear whether the suspect had been drinking Mai Tais, Hurricanes, or something else.
Okay. That was the headline?
Tiki Hut pirate, yeah.
What's a Tiki Hut pirate?
It's a pirate on a floating Tiki Hut.
Oh, that's fair.
He's a pirate.
I've never seen a floating Tiki Hut, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You haven't been to the Florida Keys?
You're right. I have not.
Apparently, they have Tiki Huts. Okay. Since you don't know what Tiki Huts are, apparently this isn't the first instance of crazy things going on in Tiki Huts. Because there was another thing where it was let's see here. Yeah, it's not the first time the floating Tiki Huts have been surfaced in connection with bizarre headlines. A group of priests on a floating bar saved struggling kayakers on a New York's Lake George last September. First off, a group of priests on a floating bar saved a kayaker.
I've heard of floating bars. Yeah, I would love to go. Yeah, I would love to do that.
What are the priests doing on a floating bar in New York?
I'm pretty sure well, in New York, that's gotta be was it during the summer?
I don't know.
Because that's gotta be cold, man.
I think I know these stories.
I mean, I would. Okay, that's fair. I don't know what I expect from you at this point,
yeah.
but I would love to do a floating tiki hut or a floating bar. That'd be really cool to do.
I don't, because now I'm afraid of pirates.
Well, I mean, come on, that's Florida. Just go somewhere else and do it.
I'm going to be flowing down the Florida Keys, and some guy's going to be coming at me at 1.5 miles an hour.
Have you seen those like bars that are in like pools that you can like swim up to, and then they like?
Yes, I've seen like you're talking about like off the side of a pool, and you can swim to the side, just lean in and be like, oh hey.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
I want to.
where the barista is standing is also within the pool on the other.
Yeah.
Those are cool. Yeah.
Is it a barista if it's alcohol? I thought that was just coffee.
Okay, so I'll admit I said barista because I thought bar, and what is the person behind a bar doing?
Bartender. Bartender. I think that's the word you're looking for.
I mean, most likely.
But yeah, I would love to go to one of those. Like, but I've never had the opportunity. I would do it. This guy again with his zoom in, fancy shit. I can't zoom in on nothing. Like this is as close as you're gonna get, unless I like physically jump towards the camera. This is as close as you're getting to me.
I paid $800 to do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
And I would say money well spent. I'm so proud of myself. It's not. Okay,
that's a personal preference.
I have so many plans with this camera. I just can't get off my lazy ass to make plans to go out to do things with this camera.
Are you wanting to be a photographer?
I'm wanting to just go out and like just take pictures of things. There's so much cool stuff around us. Specifically us. I don't mean everybody. Some of you live in like shithole cities and no one cares about what you have. Like,
don't insult their
cities, being like,
man.
I have amazing things here. It's like, no, you don't.
Insult their cities. Come on.
Some of you live in Tulsa, so you can't even carry a camera on you because you'll just be robbed because it's Tulsa.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. Someone will stab you with a dirty needle and give you AIDS.
No, that's not true either.
No, that only happens in some bars.
I literally collect money all through Tulsa, and I don't ever feel scared.
You act like it's your job to collect money. You're robbing people on the streets of Tulsa.
I don't rob them.
This man's going down the streets with a knife, and he's saying, like, oh yeah, I collect money off the streets.
This guy, making up random nonsense.
This man steals kids' shoes. This man cheated on his taxes back in 2018. Okay, so the reason I said that, so recently the way I've been insulting people is I make really weird allegations towards them, but it's better in person when I just look at somebody and say, oh yeah, well you sent inappropriate pictures to my cousin back in 2013, canceled. And that's how I've started insulting people.
Okay.
So I got online, I started being like, oh yeah, this guy had expenses showing that he was in flights with Epstein. So that's how I talk online to people now, because like, if you can't beat them, you might as well join them.
I mean, I just kind of ignore them. I don't really try to beat them.
I mean, there's no real comeback to be like, oh yeah, well you falsified your tax returns back in 2018, so busted. It's like, what are you going to respond with that?
No, I didn't. I mean, that's a pretty simple response.
I like my insult. I thought it was good.
Okay, I mean, you can like it all you want. I'm not dogging your insult.
I think you're dogging my insult.
I'm just saying, like, it's a little out of left field, but whatever. It's your thing.
It's more effective on Twitter.
Twitter is like a trash can, dude.
Twitter, I can't. Did you see that Twitter lost like, what was it, like $1 billion in one day or some shit?
Really?
Twitter had like a huge crash. I didn't read exactly what happened, but I got a notification being like Twitter lost this much. It was massive, and people were just like, "Yeah, I get rid of Twitter." I'm like, "Twitter's not going to go anywhere."
Yeah, Twitter ain't going nowhere.
They lost $1 billion. Oh no, they only have like what, another 57?
Twitter is literally the dark. Like it's a bridge. It's a gateway to the dark web.
There is like 5 things in this world, and it's like Twitter, Google, YouTube, Apple, Samsung,
Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit. Well, I'm saying like that
Reddit
own
basically,
everything.
Reddit basically is the dark web. Like, there's not much difference between the two.
You can go on Reddit and
you can find anything on Reddit.
You can watch porn, murder, do your taxes, fix your computer, and then cover up the murder.
Yeah, probably. I haven't explored
all from the same guy.
I haven't explored that far into Reddit yet. Like, I have Reddit, but I don't like do anything on Reddit?
I am basically the same thing. I have a Reddit, but I have Reddit because there's so many times I read a headline and I click on it and it's like, log into Reddit. I'm like, fine, I will just get a Reddit account.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah. And now I get messages all the time from Reddit. I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah, every time it's like, would you like to open this with Safari or Reddit? I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just get a damn Reddit. Like, God, quit asking me this stuff.
Reddit is the beginning of everything that has happened wrong.
But you can find, I mean, apparently you can find anything on Reddit. Like, there's not much you can't find on Reddit.
Hitler would have loved Reddit.
I mean, I'm sure Bin Laden would have loved Reddit too.
No, Hitler would have loved to just be like, oh man, you can't trust the Jews.
Hitler would have loved Twitter.
Wasn't Twitter around when Bin Laden was killed?
I don't think so.
I feel like it was, but I could be wrong about that.
It was. I think Twitter is still relatively new.
You're probably right. I just have a feeling that like Twitter was like an originator of things, but I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. I'm about to, yeah.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to see when Twitter was released. 2006.
Oh, I was about to say 6.
It's 2006.
So yeah, I guess it was around when Bin Laden was.
Bin Laden died in 2011.
Yeah, so it was around.
Oh yeah, so Twitter was around way before. Yeah.
Wow, math. You're really good at math, by the way.
It's been a long day. But so I feel like Bin Laden had a Twitter.
Did he? I wasn't on Twitter.
That's gonna be another. Let me.
Bin
Laden Twitter.
I just got Twitter, I think 2 years ago, maybe. By the way, we are on Twitter, Absurditee69. Boom, plug it.
Oh my God, he linked it. Whoa.
That's the lamest plug. This is why we can't advertise shit, because this is how we would do it. Like,
that is exactly what I would do too.
That's how. Well, I mean, like audio wise, like that's how we would probably do it. Like it just
Del Monte corn. What? I love that anyone just listening to this isn't going to know that I'm like rapid. Oh, I just lost my camera.
You just lost your whole camera doing that. Look at you.
Like,
$800 and you can't even keep a camera connected.
Well, you know what's funny? The reason why that's happening is because I'm using the cord that you gave me on accident. The multi-pronged cord.
I didn't give you that on accident.
Oh, did you give it to me on purpose? Because I didn't need it.
Yeah, because it went to the. I used it for the mic.
Oh, okay, that made sense.
So I was like, well, hey, there you go.
But the only reason you used it for the mic is because I forgot to give you the right cord for the microphone. So it was.
So I had to go buy one.
Yeah. So what did you?
That's all they had. I don't know. I don't need it anymore.
Fair is fair, and that's fair.
We still have no camera for you. That's good.
Did we not? Why does it not?
No, $800 and you can't stay connected.
It's because I trusted this. It's because I trusted this $5 cable.
It was not $5.
Oh sure, it was actually because cables are actually pretty expensive. It's probably like 35 or 25.
You mean the one that? Are you talking about the multi-prong one?
Yeah.
It was 15.
15? No.
You think I bought a $35 cord for a mic? Are you kidding me?
Listen, I remember when Type C's were like $25.
I would have got an actual Type C one, but they literally did not have any other besides the multi-prong one.
That's really weird.
But then again, it's Walmart. They're like out of stock at everything electronics. So
Walmart has a really weird selection of things that like they've run out on. And things they still have because it's just.
Dude, listen. Before I ordered my Ethernet cable that I just got, I went to Walmart to look for one. They didn't have any. Like, how does Walmart not have Ethernet cables?
I'm not gonna understand that. I mean, their hardware section is, especially if you're going to.
They are selling computers. They should sell Ethernet cables.
You're going to the Claremore one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was at the Gattusa one.
Okay, I don't know anything about the Gattusa one. I know about the Claremore one. I know the Claremore one sucks when it comes to hardware. Bad.
Sucks when it comes to restocking anything.
Oh yeah, like there's just I try to go there for basic like nails and screws, and it's just their selection is so piss poor.
I went there to go get coffee creamer, and like I get like the big jug of it because we keep it like we drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Walmart again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
that too.
mostly it.
But like they had 4 of the ones we get left, and they were all pushed all the way to the back. I had to get on my knees and like reach my hand up in there and grab it.
So they stalked in, just got them stuck back there.
No, it was people were grabbing them, and there was no one back there to like push, like checking it to make sure it was all forward.
Yeah, it's you're talking about the liquid ones, right? They're saying in the fridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's annoying when it's just when like you're just like that's the thing I want. It's like
It was on the bottom shelf, all the way at the back.
you gotta crawl in and
Yeah, like I almost felt
somebody
like I was
sits on
about to go to fucking what's it called, Narnia, to try to go get my coffee creamer.
you're gonna get stuck and someone's gonna come behind you and
Ridiculous.
be like, well,
Yeah,
what are you doing
it's
there?
stupid. Like, ugh.
What are you
Anywho.
doing, step bro?
That's my rant of that stupid Walmart, whatever.
Absurdity.
Well, look who we have here.
Specifically, only the crotch. No.
Specifically. Oh my god. So what happened, bro? What happened?
Wow.
Okay, dude. So I went through this. I was at the ER. Went to the ER, and I went through this whole. So I got these like bumps on my arms, like underneath, like my arm right here, right, and then like right here at my neckline, and then not trying to be weird or nothing, but like on my waistband, okay, and then behind my knees, okay. And so the first day it was real, it was like itchy, but it wasn't like real itchy. And then I thought it was just going to go away. Well, I thought it was from the fucking, so I let my girlfriend do some laundry for me, and she used a different laundry detergent, obviously, than I'm used to. And long story short, I've been very itchy, right? And we thought it was the detergent because it was in all spots that like my clothes touched tightly. You know what I mean? Around my wrist,
Right.
you know.
I mean, your
And
clothes
so-
touch 97% of your body, but continue.
Huh? No, I mean, tightly. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrist right here is like hugging my, you know,
I got
this
you.
right,
I got
like
you.
rubbing my neck all day long, my waistband all day long.
Dick cam, yeah.
Stuff like that. I mean, pressure point.
Okay.
Dick is a
Anyway.
pressure point. You're correct. Yeah.
And I went to the ER, bro, because I could not even sleep. I was like waking up like every 30 minutes because I was so fucking itchy, bro. And so I had to go get some Benadryl and stuff like that. Well, anyway, I took that stuff, and then it spread. I went last night, and then they told me that it's probably, I can't remember what they said. What's it called? Starts with a C, dermatitis, something like that.
It
Contact.
Okay. I was like, it
Yeah,
starts
there you
with a
go.
C, but is called dermatitis.
Yeah, contact dermatitis.
Contact dermatitis. Okay.
Yeah, from the fucking because I used a different detergent than I usually use.
Yeah.
No, weird, bro. I'm 30 years old and I just had. Well, actually, I'm 31 now. Damn, just not realize that.
I am too.
30 Yeah, 31 years old. Crap.
Yeah, guys, I am too. Woohoo, yeah.
You're like 23. Shut up.
But how old are you for real? Beaver?
20. I'm
23.
20. I'm 23. Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. But anyway,
I only acted on camera.
I was up all night and then I took a bunch of medicine, so I passed out until like 1 o'clock today. So that's my fault.
We were like, man, it's like almost noon. There's no way he's not awake yet.
I was not.
We thought with you, well, me personally, I thought with your reluctancy to do a Zoom call that you were just like, screw it, I ain't doing it.
Oh no, I would have just told you, bro. It's not worth my time. I'm not gonna do it.
Yo, Chief, this ain't it.
It is fun. It is fun regardless, man. I had a blast with the
Yeah.
last episode. This episode is even more different for me because now we're doing it remotely, and
Hey.
hopefully,
But that also means that the more variety you get, that means the more you're going to learn quickly, though.
Yep.
yeah, and more comfortable I'll be in
Yep.
each situation.
And I mean, in all honesty, we talked about the last week's episode at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And how much of an atrocity that was.
Yeah.
I mean, content wise was fine. Audio was garbage. I got so frustrated with the audio that I just gave up editing altogether. I was just like, "What? Screw it! I'll just upload whatever we have."
Yeah.
Because I went back and listened, and there's a lot of stuff that was not supposed to be in the show. Was in the show because I just was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So
yeah, Jake said something racist like 5 times.
Yeah.
But you'll only know if you watch the episode.
If you can suffer through all that.
That's true.
But it's okay. We are rectifying it. I've literally already gone back and listened to our audio, and it sounds 1,000,000 times better than last week's. So I'm okay with that. I'm all right with it. Doing it this way. We're more comfortable. We're all literally sitting at our own houses. So it's like the comfortability is like right there.
I'm cold. If you can't tell.
We're all woke to the fact that we're
woke. Okay, old man.
So
we talked about that. We talked about that last week.
So this episode is going to be lit.
Lit, fam. Yep.
It's gonna be lit, fam.
Yo, dog, we with it. Shit's gonna be lit tonight.
It's gonna be straight fire. etc. etc.
Yeah.
There's no way I can say any of that without
insert generation gap here.
31-year-old dad. Like I don't know what else I can do there. This is what it is. So,
yeah, he lost the privileges of being hip when he decided to have a child. And you don't get that back.
I mean, he has a kid too, bro. Like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
But I'm not really that hip. I can't say I don't walk around saying woke and shit like that.
But you can say it without sounding like a dad.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can.
Yeah, but you have that dad attitude.
What dad attitude?
You
like pick up your clothes, clean your room,
do
the dishes.
Yeah, like I'm going to barbecue, pick up the clothes, clean the dishes, mow the lawn.
Nothing beats a good barbecue, man. Whew.
Yeah. I love barbecue.
I know. Get on my wife.
We need to have
get on my wife beat
party / barbecue.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well,
get on my grass stained New Balance.
I'm about to be moving. I'm about to be moving and starting a new job and shit. So next week might be kind of hard because I don't know where I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? It might be in my truck while I'm doing the episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
You could do on the spot while you're talking to the landlord or whatever. We don't care.
Yeah.
I'll just be that random.
You could literally
be like on the spot right now with Jim. What's up, Jim?
Yeah, right. Like I don't care. Like you can do it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna have them hop in the podcast. So I'm gonna pick somebody every week to randomly be in our podcast.
So this is my Coke dealer. Say hi, Jerry.
Yeah. So I'll just do it like that, bro.
So
we pick one person a week.
So we are to the point where we're gonna replay our game from last week.
Oh, the Would You Rather game?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think were we gonna do the Would You Rather, or were we gonna do another one?
That's what I was going to before we start another recording, since everything's time crunchy.
You should have asked it before I said we were gonna record it.
Well, I forgot to ask because I sat down and you were like, "Oh, I don't know." Because I told you I have all of the deck.
Okay, so we have one last segment before we move on to greater things, and by greater things I mean the luxury of editing all this. So we have a game that we want to play from last week that we want to continue.
We have a game.
Since no one could hear the last game, you want to play a game. That's
play a game.
Beaver, that's literally your cue to get going. Like, I don't know what you're doing here.
I was doing my own.
He's fucking with the dramatic zoom.
Yeah, I know.
I'm playing with my camera.
This is literally his cue to get going.
So I have a decent amount of cards. What was that? It's about 13 cards in total.
Yeah.
So starting off with the first one. So would you rather write a song that you? Oh my god! I should edit that part. Fucking up. had a stroke trying to read this because my screen like flickered. So I was like, wait a second. No, so you've written songs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We
Jake,
used to be in a band, bro.
Yeah, I was in.
wait, both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've all played music and wrote music.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you write a song, do you write the chord progression, vocals, or lyrics first? I don't know why it says vocals, vocal melody and lyrics first.
I usually write the lyrics first.
I was about to say it's lyrics, right?
That's and then you build the music around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. For a lot of the music that I make at least recently, I make a lot more music on my computer. So like a lot more of like EDM kind of stuff like that, like a lot more just beats.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, like if I'll have anything in it, I usually like get a mood from it. Like I'll get something lyrically that I think about putting in it, and then I just get the beat off of like how I hear that.
Yeah.
Like anything you can get the feeling from just thinking something, or like if you can get an idea off of something else that you've written or something else that you've heard. Because there's been a lot of times I'll hear a beat and I'll be like, I really like that beat, but I kind of want to hear it like with like, you know, a little bit of bass, slowed down, low tempo, something a little bit like that.
Yeah, that's usually how I feel with the lyrics and shit, because if you get that lyric done first. Hold on, let me fix that. Get that lyric done first, then it's like the music is like in my mind how I want to sound anyway. And like when we were writing shit back in the day, obviously Cameron and Dale were the guitarists, and they knew more about all of the music stuff than I did. You know what I mean? But that's what we did, is we built songs and stuff, and then we kind of like sat there and you remember your barn, Cameron? We kind of sat there and messed around with it, you know what I mean? Playing different riffs.
Yeah.
Him and Dale would go back and forth with different riffs and different drum lines and stuff like that, and then we would just kind of add it all together. But that it all came off of the lyrics, I think, because you kind of get the feeling and the emotion of the music, and that's how you can think about it.
I will say a lot of the times, like I've had where I'll make like one line of a lyric, but I'll know kind of like what I wanted to hear. But like sometimes I just can't get something going unless I have like a good beat or melody, because the beat and the melody put the mood to it.
Yeah.
So sometimes if I'm just like, I kind of want to make a song that's about this. I don't have the lyrics yet, but I kind of like I know what the mood I want this song to be is. Like if you're angry, you're like I want a song to like really like say that I'm like upset about this shit.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, all right, I don't know the lyrics yet, but I want a song that's just gonna like punch someone in the mouth.
Yeah. Punch him right in the throat, dude.
Yes.
Throat punch.
All right, so is there a band or an artist that you think is so good that you don't want to make music anymore?
No.
Like someone that's so good you're like, I can't beat that.
It's not a competition, so no.
Yeah, no.
It's about expressing yourself. Like that's all it is. It's expressing yourself. Like who cares what everyone else is doing? It's like it's you do it. You do it for a self-passion, not because you're wanting to beat out.
Yeah. I don't look at like Def Leppard and be like, no, if I can't be better than them, I'm not even going to do it.
Yeah, like I don't listen to Avenged Sevenfold and be like, I can never be that good. I might as well not make music. Like it's not a competition.
Now, there's been multiple times I've listened to Avenged Sevenfold and thought, I can't be that good.
I've listened to Avenged Sevenfold and thought they can't be that good.
You're just like, I don't think you did that. Wait a second.
Did you guys pull a Dragon Force and like speed up your own recording? Like, what is going on here?
Was that an actual was that a real thing, or was that just a conspiracy?
No, I think it was. Because I don't think they've ever played it live.
Though.
I don't think they played that. I don't think they've played that song live.
I think I've heard that's not like I was gonna say I think I've heard that song live. I don't think I've heard it live like actually at the concert, but I think I've heard it live like someone recorded it live at a concert. I think they can do it live.
That speed though?
I think so, yeah.
There's that one video of Dragon Force.
We'll look it up.
It is a live concert, bro.
We'll look it up.
I'll say, yeah, like, because I'm pretty sure, like, that was like, people were just like, no, there's no physical way, so everyone said
okay, so there's a song from Avenged Sevenfold called I Won't See You Tonight Part 2.
I know that song.
The solo is insane, right? Never been played live.
Really?
Yeah.
Dragon Force is played live.
I mean, the Avenged Sevenfold has played live, but they haven't played that song live.
Yes, but
here, this is what
I guess Dragon Force is.
this is what it is. They can. I guarantee you, they can do it. Okay, they're that good. That Avenged Sevenfold song, they're that good in recording. You know what I mean? So you can, if you fuck it up, it's not a big.
You can be
deal.
like, all right, take again.
It's a recording. Let's take it again. Let's take it again. But if you're live, you don't want to throw off your whole show over one riff.
Well, what I was told the last time I went to a recording, like to a recording studio and recorded an album, well, quote unquote album. It was an EP, but whatever. He basically said, do not play anything or put anything in your song, in your music that you cannot do live.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because that's a good thing, because if you can do it first take in a studio, it's just like, then how are you going to get in front of thousands of people and try to recreate that?
Exactly. That was his point.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
And that's exactly his words. He was like, you're setting yourself up for failure if you put anything in this that you cannot do like live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fair. So we never did. Except for
Do
one
you still-
thing.
Do you still play, Cameron?
I mean, I haven't picked my guitar's collecting dust, but I still have it.
You can still play though.
Yeah, I can still play. I just don't.
Same. I all my guitars are collecting dust. I even changed the strings of 2 of them, but I
haven't changed my strings
play as
in
much.
years because I haven't touched it in quite a while.
Well, I just put nylon strings on my acoustic, and then I changed out the first X strings just because there was a couple of things I wanted to play randomly.
Okay, next question.
So, what band do you think should have a much larger following than it does?
I don't know. Like,
Do you not have one?
Yeah. I mean, like as far as be like indie, like under. Okay, so like my band, I would say that a band that I think should be more famous is the Browning.
Okay.
I mean, have you heard of the Browning?
I didn't hear what you said.
I have no idea who that is. So
Yeah, exactly. You don't even
The Browning?
No, bro. I'm telling you. So I would say the Browning. They're very, underground, I guess, if you will. But
I'm not into the underground local scene anymore.
I would say, honestly,
No,
like
they're not local. They're from somewhere else.
Well, no, but I'm saying like underground / local scene. Like,
Oh, here.
honestly, like everything that I used to listen to that was like kind of like not many people listen to this are all big now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I used to listen when a lot of the new metal bands came in, a lot of the more emo core kind of stuff came in.
Yeah.
And all that was like new and like not super popular, but also extremely popular because every little emo 15-year-old wanted to listen
the last like band that was like relatively small when I first started listening to them was Outline and Color, and now they had a song play at an NBA game. I'm like, that's like it doesn't count because now they're
That last album it was just too fire.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was really good. It was fire.
Compared to
Straight
their first one, it was amazing.
It was
oh
lit,
my
bro.
God. I listened to it like daily, like for a long time.
You
Like
got that one in pretty good. That was pretty good.
I had to.
that was smooth. But that's the best time to use it. It was fire. It was
I didn't force it.
Yeah, Outline and Color was the same for me, bro. I listened to back in the scene, like the locals here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, when their EP came out, that's when I first started listening to them.
Yeah, dude.
And they
I went
put out
to-
album after album.
Yeah, I went to a bunch of their shows here in Tulsa and even in Oklahoma City. And then like you just said, NBA game, they got a fucking song. So that's pretty impressive on their part.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if they have a new album out.
I was just going to ask you. I was going to be like, hey, like, do they have any more music since
They
that
have
album they put out?
They have a single that came out on New Year's Day.
So that means they're probably going to put out an album this year if they have a single out.
Yep. It's called that's it's weird. It's literally titled Today's Western.
Yeah. I don't know why, but that title gives me vibes of like old Asking Alexandria.
Yeah, dude.
Stand up and scream Alexandria.
I miss old I don't
If you can write 2 words at the same time,
don't join the circus.
don't join the circus.
Dude, I didn't
You used to have a best friend till he gave me AIDS.
It's STD. Get it right, bro.
Was it STD?
Yeah.
Oh man, look at me. I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't really like their last album though.
Really?
They're too
I
they were too
like
alternative for me.
so the song They Don't Know What We Want and They Don't Care was a really good song for me. I thought that was a really good song.
I like the album right before that album.
The one that had Alone in a Room,
Yeah.
that album. I mean, that was a good album too. So I haven't listened to the full album, their full new album. I've only heard 2 of their songs. It was They Don't Know What We Want and They Don't Care, and it was I Don't Need You, with the 2 songs I heard from that album.
All right, let's
Which I
move
thought
on.
were both good songs, but they were like complete different.
Or not.
Yeah, I mean, we can go all day long on music, bro.
Yeah, I said let's move on, and then you kept talking,
Oh,
so I said or not.
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you say let's move on. Well, good, because the next question is a different genre. So, if you could be invisible, but it would mean you'd be permanently invisible, would you do it?
No.
I think I would, because like you're not really fully invisible because you could just wear clothes.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't do it.
I mean, no,
I
because
wouldn't.
no one
You
needs
know,
to see your
you
face
could do
because
it
you're
for-
invisible. Like
well-
you're the invisible guy. That's what you're known for.
I don't think I would do it.
Be like the one scene from Deadpool where like the dude was.
I mean, you'd
invisible
think I would, because I'm like, but no.
Someone, if like you could like eavesdrop on people trying to talk smack on you, and then if they
Yeah,
like,
but-
they don't know you there, you just punch them in the mouth.
I just don't care that much. So
Fair.
You could rob a
Whatever.
bank, bro.
I'd do it.
okay,
Good.
well, okay, yeah. Good for
You'd
you.
have to be naked, but yeah, you could. I guess you wouldn't have to be naked because how are they going to identify you anyways?
I mean, they'd see you, so they could shoot you.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. Get out of here with your facts.
I'm trying to.
I guess they would still shoot you because like you would still be holding
Yeah,
money.
you'd be holding bags of money. Yeah.
You'd have to eat the money.
No, it'd just be floating around in midair.
Well, no, I'm assuming like your surface, the surface of your skin.
Oh, okay, so they can still see your
Invisible.
organs and your bones.
No, they can't see anything within your body, like your surface.
Oh,
Like
so your
like
body's
you're
like a mirror.
like it's yeah, kind of.
In order to be invisible, you have to be able to see through the body.
That's what I'm. Yeah,
That
that's
would
what.
mean everything would have to be invisible.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is invisible. So if you ate the money, they wouldn't see the money because it's inside you, the invisible person.
I'd only want to be invisible if like I could drink something and then you could like literally see
And you
it,
can
know?
still see it.
Only way I want to be invisible.
Does that mean you can see the entire digestion process though?
Yeah.
That'd be disgusting. You would know when people would know when you have to take a shit.
No, people would know when you're full of shit. Boom.
Oh. All right, next.
Imagine-
We would
imagine-
invisible
wait,
except for
Imagine if you're invisible, and the only thing they can see is just a turd, like just walking in front of them. That's the
He just
only
doesn't
thing.
like to
And it's
move
like,
on when we say move on.
that's why I said I was like, no, because I have something to say about that one. Okay, so if you could choose any mode of transportation, no matter how ridiculous, what would it be?
Komodo dragon.
That's a good one.
I just
What?
I'd just stand on his back like a skateboard and let him go.
a Komodo dragon.
Yeah. Why not? Right? Like that sounds
Yeah.
fun.
I
would have-
think I would ride bitch to. When you guys take a piss, do you flush after you're done, or do you try to anticipate when it's over by flushing halfway?
I wait till I'm done.
I flush I flush like
Weird
halfway,
question to
and then
ask.
by the time I'm done, I expect it to
Weird question to ask.
because I do it all the time, so I think other people do it where it's just like you're halfway done.
Okay,
but like,
first
I know
of
when
all,
this is
I
gonna be
know
done, I'm
you
just gonna
have
flush
a
right
flusher
now.
that you control with your feet. Like, what are you doing that you are able to like lift a foot up while you're going and flush?
Well, first off, I'm really well balanced. I guess I do that where like the second I start pissing at my house, I immediately push down the pedal. I stayed on one leg the entire time.
So you're like a flamingo pissing.
Don't test me. Basically, yeah.
Okay, let's move on with these questions.
Pretty elegant.
This is gonna be
If you could replace any word in common usage with another word, and no one would know, what word
Lit.
would you choose? Well, what word would it take place of?
cool.
Specifically, what word would you change it to? Like,
Cool.
change it from, I mean. Cool? So just walking around, like, everyone without even knowing it, they're just like, yeah, that's lit.
Yeah.
It's like
Like you,
no
have you ever
meaning
watched
to it.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No,
Okay, so
I need to.
There's parts where
I
he
need
just
to
goes
so bad.
cool, 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 cool. So it'd just be
Little. I can't even say it that fast. That's a tongue twister.
That's mine. Go ahead.
I don't think I have one for that one. Jake, you got one?
Man,
Joe Frojo?
what'd you, Froyo Joe?
That's apparently your
Froyo
name
Joe.
now. You're Froyo Joe. We got Beaver. I just need one.
I'm going to make it a thing. It's not going to be a thing because it's stupid, but I'm going to keep going with it.
Froyo Joe. I don't have anything for that one, bro. I can't.
I don't have anything for that
You
one.
guys
I
are
mean,
lame.
What?
I know, right?
You're just on a lit phase right now. So
Yeah.
the me-
He
lit
really is. He's
cool,
really...
bro.
I'm forcing it, bro. It's gonna happen.
He says he's saying it. He says he's saying it ironically, but the more he does, the more he seems
know,
like
it's
he's
funny
really
is,
trying
like,
to push
Trying to figure
the fact
out
that
how to
he's
say it.
young.
What's funny?
He's trying to stay.
What's
lit,
funny
it's
is
not
like I
happening.
don't, unless I'm talking to you guys, I literally ever say it.
You don't. No, I've never heard you say any of
No, I
like
don't,
newer
ever.
terms.
Because I can't.
The newest thing you do. The newest thing you do is type LOL.
I started that years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's the newest thing you do. Like
That's the
I mean,
newest
like that's the
thing
youngest thing
I
you
used to-
do. The youngest
used
thing
to
you do
type
is
haha.
type LOL to people, unironically. I still type
I
haha. Because like LOL, I don't know, LOL just feels like a bitch thing.
But
and
I don't.
judge other
I
people
don't
who
ever
it.
do
But if I-
LMAO. Never. I just do LOL. That's all I do.
LMAO just feels like such a shitter 15-year-old
Well,
thing to do.
it's physically impossible. So why would I say that I'm doing it?
I mean, technically it is, yeah.
Like I can
So
would
would you
physically
rather have
laugh out
taste-
loud. I just can't physically laugh my ass off. This guy.
Possible. So therefore it's possible.
Oh,
Yeah, you
here's
do
the
it
question.
twice, I do it once, and it's horrible.
My pop filter.
Oh god. This guy. See, this is what happens when you try to be dramatic.
It works.
You break shit. Now move on.
Would you rather have taste buds on the bottom of your feet or have a sense of smell on the palm of
Oh
your
god.
hand?
I guess a sense of smell on the palm of my hand.
Yeah,
I don't want to taste the
'cause,
inside
like,
of my shoe. I'm sorry, I just don't want to.
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
feet sweat a lot.
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me
Whether you're
directly or
think-
universally?
no, universal.
Like I don't know.
You
I don't know
specifically,
why,
like, your
I don't know why
feet
you're calling
fucking
me out for this, man.
stinks.
Like,
No, like universally, even if people are just like, no, my feet don't sweat. Like, no, your feet are nasty. Your feet sweat. You need to wash your feet.
yeah,
Your feet stink throughout the day. I don't care how many times you wash
like
or you get a
I don't mind.
manicure,
Okay, I
pedicure.
can smell gross things and be fine. So I guess I wouldn't mind. Like, I just watch what I touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like you'd grab your steering wheel and be like, oh,
Yeah.
leather.
Yeah. Feels like leather, you know
Or
what I mean?
remnants of the cheeseburger I ate last night. Like I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, or you put on your clothes and be like, oh, regular
Or
clothes. like
laundry
cotton.
detergent. Like I'm fine.
Or if you're single, I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, if you're putting those clothes back on, you got no problems.
Just a t-shirt laying next to the pillow. You're just like, oh, I could probably put it
It's-
back on. It's a white shirt.
with it's a little crusty in some spots, but it's fine.
Well, I was gonna say more with what you're doing with your hands.
Okay. Continue.
God damn. Would you rather have your hairline move back 2 inches or all of your teeth discolored?
My hairline go back 2 inches. So you're talking.
That'd be devastating for me.
So you're talking about my shit would be back, like right there.
Oh yeah, you would look more stupid than you already do. Yeah.
Yeah, like mine would be like sitting like right here. I'd be okay with that. I just wear a hat.
You'd like you already do.
No,
yeah.
no, I already wear a hat all the time. This is like the rare occasion that I don't.
Yeah.
Because I left my hat at my mom's
If
house.
If I lost 2 inches of my hairline with this shit, I would look like every guy that tried to make you into a Scientologist when you were younger.
You'd have a skullet.
I would. There's no party in the front. It's all business.
It's all Rogaine gone bad.
We gotta go back.
All right, moving on. Let's go. Next one.
Would you rather own a vacation home or be in a mountain? Own a vacation home in the mountains or be
Mountains.
at a beach? Like own a vacation home at the beach.
Yeah, mountains, 100%, bro. No doubt, my.
Okay. I'm assuming when they say mountains, they're talking about like Himalayan, like high in the mountains. You realize how cold and windy that is?
I mean,
No, it's not. That's not what they're saying.
yeah. Why would it's not saying?
So it's like you
Yeah,
can't put
vacation
it-
home.
In the mountain. Well, okay, yeah, vacation home, but still, like, you don't like the cold when it's 45 and windy.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, I guess people in our, oh no, we're weird. We like actually like the cold when I sleep in like 55 degree weather. So I guess
Yeah, that's fine.
I think the average person would be like, no, I love the beach. I'm just like, no, anything above 60, I'm
So,
sweating. I'd
yeah,
rather
mountains all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It'll be
would
pretty-
love
you
the
got all
mountains. That'd
the-
be
you got
beautiful
all-
too. You would see where the clouds are. That'd be
You
awesome.
could be above the clouds.
You could. I mean, you'd probably die from. Well, not die, but you'd never have.
I'm
enough
talking about
oxygen.
when the fog comes in, bro.
Yeah.
You could be over the top of it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Like, come on, dude.
Moving on.
Come on,
Next
step your
question.
game up,
We're
Jesus.
gonna be at the top of the Himalayas.
Would you rather wear shackles or a straight
Shackles.
jacket for 48 hours?
I couldn't,
have shackles
I couldn't
too,
sit like
yeah.
this for 48 hours.
I can't stand not moving my arms for like a
Couldn't
minute.
do it. Shackles, yeah, shackles 100%.
No,
100%.
shackles.
Yep.
All right. Would you rather go on a road trip with Oprah or Jimmy Kimmel?
I'm saying
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oprah. Are you kidding
All the
me?
way.
She's gonna buy me everything.
No, Oprah
She
would
would
bitch
buy
about
me
every little
anything
thing
I would
going
want.
on. You would get in the car with her and she'd be like, I don't like this car. And then she would hop out
Yeah.
and then buy a new car
Yeah.
and be like, now we're going. No, nothing would ever be good enough for Oprah. I feel like
No,
Jimmy would be
every-
like, oh, hey, we should stop by that McDonald's. She'd be like, shut the fuck up. And he's like,
Everything we
"Oh,
did,
okay."
she would be like, all right, here's how I can upgrade it. Let's make it better. Boom.
She'd be like, I don't want to go on a road trip.
She'd be
And just
like,
buy a
let's
plane.
get on a plane.
I don't like this country, and then buys Greenland.
Yeah, so yeah, totally.
She's
I'm taking
dumb.
Oprah.
I'd prefer Jimmy Kimmel just because he would have less needs.
Yeah.
And if he did have needs, I feel like he's like I could easily insult him into
Oprah would
not
have
having
zero
those
needs
needs anymore.
because
He'd
she
be
would
like,
just purchase
stop
all of her
talking.
needs, and then purchase those needs also for me.
Yeah, she would probably insult you for making her have those
fine.
needs in the
As
first
long as
place.
she's buying me crap, I don't care.
She'd be like, no, I don't feel like having the issues. That was the last question, by the way.
That
Jimmy
was the
Kimmel.
last one. Okay,
That was the
you
last
picked
one.
Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, fair.
Yeah, 100%.
I
not putting up with
like
her.
Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah.
I bet she's fake. I bet she's not even real. How she is on her show, you know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you meant like physically, not real.
I got that too. I was like, what kind of conspiracy are you about to
Oprah?
go down? And then
Can't even touch you. You're just a hologram.
wait, Oprah's so rich, she's not going to be in contact with a poor human being. She's going to bring a hologram with
Watch
her.
who you call. Watch
The
watch who you
hologram can
call
go
poor,
talk to him.
alright? I
Don't
ain't
touch
poor.
me. Don't touch me,
I ain't poor.
peasant. You're Oprah poor.
I'm alright with that.
Actually, Oprah poor is like, oh, sorry, I can still afford a yacht. You're Jimmy Kimmel poor. Yeah, I could buy a van if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm selling. I bet Jimmy Kimmel is worth like, hey Google, how much is Jimmy Kimmel
Here
worth?
we go with Google. Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Sorry, I don't see that on the calendar.
Did it even respond? Oh,
On the website celebritynetworth.com, they say, Jimmy Kimmel net worth and salary. Jimmy Kimmel is an American
we don't
television
care about
host
this.
and comedian who has a net worth of
Okay,
$50 million.
$50 million.
Okay.
50 million. That's a little bit more than a
Hey
van.
Google,
You can buy a yacht if
what's
you want
Oprah's net worth?
to. I'll say you're talking to my ears.
Yeah, I forgot.
You're not talking to my Google. The audience might be though. I might have activated theirs. Hey Google, what's the net worth of Oprah Winfrey? Anyone listening, if you would have done Siri, that would have been horrible.
On the website Business Insider,
2.6 billion.
They say, Oprah Winfrey.
I'm not going like Google talk.
2.6.
The richer you are, the less you're going to actually talk to poor people. Oprah doesn't talk to a poor person for less than $5,000.
Sorry, I had to go on.
Which is ironic because no poor people that talk to her can afford that.
All right, well that was our show, right?
I don't know what the fuck Jake's doing.
All right, my dog.
That was our show.
Oh yeah, so
No, oh,
so you
no,
know how
it's not? Okay.
you know how I went on like a no you know how I went on a pregnant rant last week, like insulting
yes,
pregnant
yes,
people,
yes.
saying I don't like pregnant people. So what's funny is I have a coworker who is just like, yeah, I watch your podcast. I'm like, oh, you do? Yeah. And she's pregnant, and then I purposely insulted pregnant people in the last show to see if she would react. And she didn't. So that's another reason why I hate pregnant people. Fucking liars.
Okay, well that's your stance. I'm not gonna take the stance that all pregnant women lie. So I can let you stand on that hill with that one.
And eventually she'll watch the show and be like, Jake, what the fuck? And I'll be like, hey, I gave you a chance. You should have watched the show.
Well, I guess that's your hill that you're gonna stand on. Whatever.
You're gonna be on my phone, bro.
I chose it. Every week that she doesn't watch the show and she tells me that she did, I'm just going to keep on going.
A lot of hate from pregnant women.
Okay, it's going to be misspelled.
I guess
They're going to be typing so fast with their menstrual rage that you won't be able to type
menstrual
properly.
rage when they're pregnant.
No, it's not menstrual rage, but still. I guess technically lack thereof, actually.
All right. On that note, we gotta. No.
So
on that note,
goddamn
we're getting outta
hormonal.
You gotta
Can we title the episode "Beaver Takes a Deeper Hole"?
Oh god. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have
Go
Have
buy
a
a
good
show
week.
for the next episode.
stay woke. Do your thing.
see you guys.
Bye.
This is going great.
Who's texting me? Google reminded me of the podcast recording, but can't read the calendar. Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you look for us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Absurditee69. That's Absurdity with 2 E's. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you feel like it, hop on over to that YouTube channel, Absurdity Podcast, and you can watch us as we go through the show.